Oh, no, 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 no. We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that. I almost put the wrong ones. We don't have to take our shoes off to have a good time. No, it does not. No. Should I do that? You know what? I'm going to allow that. I'm fascinated to see if that works out. We don't have to take our chanclas off to have a good time. No, no. This is probably overkill. There we go. That's it. I refuse to do anymore. I refuse. There we go. That should work. That should be beautiful. All right. Let's do it. Let's make that quiet. Let's turn on the live chat. Who was here first? Dang it. Was it you, Alex Joe? I think it was you, bro. Thank you for being here, everybody. I appreciate you. You look beautiful. Y'all look beautiful today. Jorge Tirado, what's up, man? What's up, David Flores? We back. Kim North. ARJR, Mike Alfieri.
We
coming
are
in quick.
family.
Coming in quick.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I love it, man. Thank you for blessing Brandon Smith. Thank you, bro. Active Reloads. Slipknot. Mark M. We got Marky Mark. Austin Z. Jones. Anna for the win. Oh, it's true. It's true. Black Beast had his prayers answered. That dude's crazy, man. Black Beast is crazy. He's married, bro. I don't understand dudes that move this way. He's out there like Mike Perry. Derek Lewis is a married man in a committed, monotonous relationship. And he's out there on the mic talking about Ronda Rousey like...
You ever seen a grown man naked?
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I wonder what that conversation is when he gets, hey, honey, I got poetic license. I got creative licenses. I'm an entertainer. I got to entertain the people. I wonder how that conversation goes. It's crazy, man. Just like I was watching some clips earlier. Remember back in the day, Chale Sonnen was flirting with that female interviewer or reporter or whatever. And I think, what's the conversation when these dudes get home? It's an act, honey. You know it's an act. It's not what you think it is. It's not what it looks like. How far does that go? Where does that end? One day you're flirting with the reporter. The next day you're in court. You're Conor McGregor. Where does it end? Corduroy, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, bro. You're looking beautiful, bro. Good to see you, man. Head movement. Oh, it's crazy, man. I wonder who she's going to come in with as her corner. Thank you, ARJR.
We are family.
I got Lucid Dreamer with me. Lucid Dreamer has been welcomed with arms wide open. You know, I always thought that was like a subliminal message on that song. Doesn't he say with harms? It sounds like he says with harms. With arms wide open. It's interesting. Thank you very much, ARJR, for doing it. I appreciate you, Alex Joe. It's crazy, man. And I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that on the thumbnail. I know it looks like I'm trying to sniff Gina Carano's footsies right there. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't trying to get caught up like Derek Lewis. And again, me and Marilena have a gentleman's agreement that she's not going to watch my videos. But every once in a while, I wonder if she's creeping, if she's lurking, if she's at least skimming the thumbnails. They don't look good. It looks like I'm out there sniffing on Gina Carano's patitas, and I'm not trying to do it like that. It just made sense aesthetically. That's all it was. It was aesthetically. It's right here. It's crazy, man. Oh. I think you are the first one to use them, Jane Caulfield, and they look beautiful. I was a little bit worried. I was like, man, I hope they don't lose anything if, they come out. The emoji sizes are just so small, but I like what I'm seeing. And that's why I wanted to give you guys a full visual, just, soak it in, just appreciate the work, the art of ARJR. If you guys haven't scoped out ARJR721's channel, this is what he does right here. It's beautiful. It's crazy. I got one of my own sitting right here. I love it, man. Look, I need you guys. I need people like you, Mark M. I need people like you to let me know, because I forget. Bro. Thank you. I was conflicted on if I should ignore the notification. That way you could get pushed more. Bro, you're a real one, bro. You're the realist. I appreciate that, man. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you're here, though. I know it's it's a double-edged kind of thing, I'm glad you're here, though. How are you doing today, sir? I'm in my general state. I'm a little frustrated. I thought that I was going to stream way earlier today, and some things got in the way, and I'm annoyed. I thought I was going to stream for like 4 hours. So I'm a little frustrated. What I think I might do, I think I'm gonna, cause I'm gonna have to leave like at 3:45. Like, no, I gotta be like on the road at like 3:45. I gotta be out of here at 3:45, and what the heck was I gonna say? Dang, I had a brain pedo. I think maybe when I come back, I'll try to do a stream up until we do the movie night. We're gonna do movie night today at about maybe like 6 o'clock, as close to 6 as possible. Cause I know if I go earlier than that, some people can't make it, and it has to make sense for the diehards, for the people that are gonna be there. It has to make sense. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna go live on the movie night at 6. So maybe when I come back, maybe I'll stream for a couple hours or something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna try to eat. I don't know what's going on for sure yet. But I feel bad when I don't. I feel good when I work. Like when I was working out this morning, and it just feels good. And when I do something, whether it's editing, uploading, streaming, it feels good. It feels good to work. And when I feel like I didn't really achieve anything that day, I feel like doo-doo plessy, bro. Yeah, very nice. That's why I was telling people, hey, don't look too closely. Don't look too closely, bro. Look at it closely. No cochinos in here, man. Cody Chapman, what's up? All those emojis look beautiful. It's like we got like the Ninja Turtles right here, bro. I love it, man. What's up, Mona Kenny? Yeah, for those of you that don't know, this is the artwork, the masterpieces of ARJR right here. Theo Beto approves. I love it, man. I love it. You got the notification from Discord, but not YouTube. Of course. Let me tell you guys this right now, just so you know. And you could do anything with you want that you want with this information. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty or anything like that. This is just for you to do whatever you would like with this information. If you want to make sure you get more notifications from the channel, because sometimes people come in, they're like, what the heck, YouTube? I didn't even get a notification. Here's how you could signal to YouTube that you want to get notifications. When you do see one, you got to open it. And when you actually open it and you're engaging with it, you leave a comment, you like, blah, blah, blah. YouTube's like, oh, they like this channel, so they'll keep sending them. Now, this is deadly, bro. I learned this the other day when I was talking with ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. I wonder if Gemini gets jealous when I say ChatGPT. Hey, Gemini, I don't think I have, you have to have a machine. I don't have a machine. Hey, Siri, will Gemini get jealous if she hears me talking about ChatGPT?
Okay, I found this on the web for will Gemini get jealous if she hears me talking about ChatGPT. Check it out.
Thank you. Oh, I swiped out first. It's giving me dumb articles. I don't think it's gonna give me what I asked for. I'll have to look into it later. What was I gonna say? Oh, the thing that's deadly is if you see a notification and you swipe out, and you're like, I don't got time. I'll watch later. That's deadly. If YouTube sees you doing that, I'm dead. I'm dead. You killed my channel. I'm just telling you. But that's kind of how you can figure it out. So chill. So you know what? One of the things I spent quite a bit of time on earlier, and why I thought it's okay if I'm a little bit late on the stream, I was working with OBS and I was talking with Gemini and I was trying to figure out how to. I feel like Joe Rogan when he talks about perplexity every 5 seconds and he says it all contrived. Hey Jamie, can you look it up in our software that's our sponsored software? The amazing software sponsored by Perplexity. Like just say look it up in Perplexity or whatever in the AI. Like he talks about it so corny. I was having a conversation and trying to figure out how to fix the lag. Because some of you guys, if you're paying attention visually, I know a lot of you just like you have it in your pocket listening or whatever, which is cool because I'm not showing you any visuals or anything like that. So you're not missing anything if you're just listening. But I noticed that there's a visual lag like every few minutes or something like that. The vision will just like pause and you'll still hear me. It's all good, but the video will freeze. And I was looking it up and I was trying to figure out what to do. So it had me put all these specific settings and I just saw myself lag right now. So I'm frustrated because I mean, what else can you do but talk with AI? Like AI is supposed to be able to tell you all that stuff. It was going in all the ins and outs and like it sounded very authoritative on the information. So it was like, I don't know even where do you go after Gemini. So I'm annoyed. Late night with the grand, I don't know, it's tricky. It's tricky these days. Man, at the new pad. I mean, we've been trying to have a new lifestyle schedule, but I mean, it's not working out anyway, so who knows, right? Oh, so I'm in the, what do you call it, PST, the PST time zone. I'm on that West Coast time zone. Just assume I'm like from the LA area. Do you think streamers ever have their exes lurk in their sessions? Cynthia? Is that you? Dang, they're 39 and 43, about to be like two ladies fighting over. Oh, dang. Please protect Gina's arm. Oh. Why won't Ronda just exit stage left so a giant cane doesn't have to pull her off stage? Like Bart Simpson. Nice to be in the dojo. The mentalidad is rough today, feeling like Aspinall when he realized the eye poke wasn't that bad, but already so far into pretending. Oh, dang. Oh, you're going to make Jane mad. Jane's trying to have a good day out here. I don't want to make her mad.
Don't let him bully you, son.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not trying to make Jane have a bad day, but that was hilarious. And I think it was even more accurate than hilarious. Rhonda gives me Fiona from Shrek vibes. But when she was the princess or when she's the green one? They're both princesses, right? I guess it's the same. I saw Aspinall juggling a soccer ball, but I didn't know he can't see, so I was in. Maybe like he's like Ray Charles on the piano, you know? Maybe he's gonna be like the world's best blind soccer player or something. Um, I'm doing all right, Darmy. I shouldn't complain. I could be doing a lot worse, you know? So, okay, I mentioned this before. When I was trying to be optimistic, I was trying to be positive, and I was talking with people. I was trying to be positive about the Paramount Plus, acquisition or whatever you want to call it. Because a lot of people right off the bat, they were just finding anything and everything possible to complain about. It's like when the merge, we were on a 5-week, 6-week hiatus or whatever. And the moment we came back, it seemed like a lot of the creators were like, here's the theme. It's going to be the best. And I don't know if it was authentic or if it was like, here's how we could stir the bucket and really get people to, like rage bait. I don't know. But it was like the general consensus was, let's tear this apart. Let's critique it. Let's say how we hate it. And I was like, hey, I'm happy that the fights are back. I'm not even tripping. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to be positive about this. I said, however, though, there is the possibility that the UFC going to Paramount could potentially open up the door to being the very demise of the UFC. And my personal reason for that was that if the UFC had went with Netflix, I feel like it would have come off for whatever reason, whether it was logical or not. I felt like it would have come off to people like, that makes sense.
I'm not surprised.
Like, it was like, okay, we saw that coming. WWE's already there. TKO, it's a partner company thing. It makes sense. They went that way. Netflix is huge. Okay, no one's surprised. But when they didn't do that, and again, I know it sounds dumb because it's like, you really think these people can't come up with their own ideas and come to their own conclusions? And you think, but people could be really simple sometimes. And when something is just so anticipated and expected and programmed, sometimes people don't bat an eyelash and they don't think about it. But I feel like when the UFC went to Paramount Plus instead of Netflix, I feel like that made people possibly start scratching their beanies. I feel like there was a unanimous between Hulu, Amazon, Disney, Peacock, Pluto. I just feel like everyone's like, Paramount Plus, you say? Well, maybe we'll have one too. Hulu, whoever else. Maybe we'll have some MMA promotions on here. Why not? Why not? They could do it. We could. So, again, it wouldn't have surprised anybody if they would have went with Netflix from the start. But especially going to something like Paramount Plus, that leaves Netflix like, okay. We had the infrastructure. We could have accommodated. We could have figured it out, and so on and so forth and etc. They were happy. They would have been happy to take the UFC. It's the UFC that was like, I think we could milk more out of this with Paramount. I think we could get more bang for the buck. And you know what? That might have been something that made more sense for the people at the top, for the people pulling the strings. And I just have to assume here, I don't know. I wasn't, I'm not behind those closed doors. I don't see the text messages. But I thought it was very interesting that that Dana White and Ronda Rousey have, aside from everything else, have seemingly had this very friendly relationship, being homies and whatnot. And apparently, she was trying to take it to the UFC. And we barely heard that right now. I barely heard that right now. But Dana White was saying not that long ago, and I remember making I don't know if it was a video, a dedicated video. I think it was probably just talking about it in a stream. But I was talking about the topic of Ronda Rousey possibly coming back, because there was footage of her looking like she was working out, training. There was a bunch of photos, and then there was footage, and her with sparring partners and stuff like that. And all that we heard Dana White say about it was, nah, stop it. She just had a baby. Nah, she's happy. Nah, leave her alone. Nah. But now we hear from Ronda that she approached Dana with it, that she approached the UFC with it, that she was trying to do something. And I guess Dana just thought, hey, we're her only option. What's she going to do? Is she going to go box? Is she going to go fight in one championship? Is she going to go to street beefs? Like, what is she going to do? So he felt like he had all this power to just, nah, just shut it down. Be submissive. No one's going to find out anything. Just like when he shuts down reporters at the post-fight press conference. Nah. Next question. What do you think? And, just all like, just always pulls that Dana White power type of stuff. And always feels like he doesn't have to give anybody any type of closure. Doesn't have to give anybody any good talking points. Well, he did that. And then Ronda said, no. I tried. And they couldn't figure it out. And then she tweeted this. Ronda Rousey tweeted, in case some of you are driving, she said, been waiting so long to announce this. Me and Gina Carano are going to throw down in the biggest super fight in women's combat sport history. And we're partnering with the Fighter First promotion. Them's fighting words. She worded that very specifically. It comes off to me like maybe that's taking a little jab at somebody. That kind of reminds me of when Conor McGregor was in BKFC at that press conference, and he was like, the UFC never respected me. They never paid me what they should have. They did me wrong. And like, this is a recurring theme that we hear from even their biggest stars. We hear that kind of thing all the time, that the people that make the real money are the ones at the top. Yeah, don't count the people at the bottom. You got to think about the Conor McGregors, the Khabib Nurmagomedovs, the Israel Adesanyas. You got to think about even those dudes, though. Even Conor McGregor, who is Mr. Pay-Per-View himself, even he had to go to boxing. Even he had to go to boxing to make real money. Even the dude that Dana White hyped up, I mean, it got to points of just the highest levels of disrespect towards Stipe Muchacho. Remember? Do you remember when Nogano was going to fight Stipe Muchacho? The marketing and the promotions, it was the most disrespectful thing we'd ever seen in the MMA community. Talking about how this dude hits like a Ford Raptor and this and that. And still, he didn't get paid either. He had to go box. You get all these other dudes that maybe they were on the back ends of their career, yes, but still, accumulatively, they still had to go box Jake Paul, and they made more money with him than they ever did in the UFC. Ronda Rousey has to go to WWE. She has to be in a couple cute little movies. And now she's verbally exposing and disrespecting. Been waiting so long to announce this. Me and Gina Carano are going to throw down in the biggest super fight in women's combat sport history. And we're partnering with the Fighter First promotion. Most valuable promotions. What a slap in the face. What a slap in the face to Dana White. Most valuable promotions is Jake Paul's promotion. For those of you who just got internet today, that's Jake Paul's promotion. That's an even bigger slap. That's an even bigger slap to Dana White. That's probably why he's not. I've heard people lately talking about, why doesn't Dana White talk about Power Slap anymore? What happened to Power Slap? What's going on with it? And I wonder if it's because he's like the irony of his trauma, because he's getting smacked up left and right by all these. Jake Paul, his arch nemesis, as well as the baddest streamer on the planet, Netflix. Huge slap in the face to Paramount Plus. Baddest streamer on the platform, Netflix. This is for all MMA fans. Past, present, and future. More to come, much more. So she's not only disrespecting by saying Fighter First promotion. She's not only disrespecting by ensuring that she's calling Netflix the best streamer on the planet. She is making sure to say that this is for the fans. for the fans, because fans have probably never felt more disrespected by the UFC than they have lately. Whoever they want to blame it on, Dana, Hunter, the frittatas, the Paramount, the advertisements, whatever you want to blame it on. MMA fans have never felt more ignored. I mean, when fans start voicing how they're feeling on comments, in chat, I mean, UFC, I can't believe UFC hasn't disabled their chat when they go live. Comments, chat, forums, Dana White always has the same response. Dana White has outwardly, blatantly told the viewers, not just the viewers. The viewers? Did I call them viewers? Bro, that was a Floridian slip. I gotta text that to myself. I apologize for ruining the pacing here. I just called the viewers the viewers, and I feel like that's exactly something that Dana White would say, because that's how he looks at his viewers, as the viewers. The viewers. That was actually beautiful. I did that by accident, but I feel like it's become bigger than all of us, and that accident was actually somewhat of a prophetic statement there. When the viewers, as far as Dana's confirmed, when they speak up, when they start talking about how they feel, how they're unhappy, how the rankings don't mean, the prankings, the UFC prankings apparently don't mean anything. Contenders are being ignored and disrespected. What does he say? He says, don't watch. Don't watch. The UFC exists. The UFC exists just like, Taylor Swift exists. Just like Denzel Washington exists. Just like the Olive Garden exists. Why do those things exist? Because of you guys. Because of the people who show up and say, you know what? I like what you've done here. I want to partake in that. I'm choosing to be a part of that. I'm going to spend my time on my most precious commodity. I'm going to spend my time on that. And I'm going to spend some of my resources. I'm going to spend some of my money on that. The only reason the UFC exists is because of you people, because of the people. And Dana says, don't watch. So, I know a lot of people like to hate Ronda Rousey. I understand that. But, how could we respond to this in an authentic way? Is anything that she's saying here incorrect? And I think she's setting a precedent here. This is huge. Most valuable promotions? Why does that ring a bell? Why does that sound familiar? Now, if I had to take a wild guess, I would say it kind of sounds familiar to me because I've been seeing non-stop every time I get on YouTube lately, Jake Paul hanging out with Armin Sarukian.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Every single time I get on YouTube, it's like they're making a bromantic comedy. Every time I get on YouTube, I see, do you understand where this is leading? The fans are fed up. The fighters are fed up. Ronda Rousey, who has been very, whatever you want to refer, Dana's most accomplished side piece. She's not even getting and who knows? Who knows? There's that whole thing with Dana White saying that this is all up to Hunter Campbell, which is weird because he's higher up on the food chain. And when you're higher up on the food chain, yes, somebody below you could have a certain responsibility that you don't necessarily have anything to do with, but because you're higher up in the food chain, you could tell them exactly what to do. So is it somebody above Dana? I don't know. I remember at Disney, it was Mickey Mouse. I don't know who's above Dana at Paramount. It's kind of like a faceless entity. I don't know who he's answering to these days. But the fact that Ronda had the relationship that she did with Dana, maybe that's why. Maybe Dana's trying to fix things with this lady. I don't know. Maybe that's all it was. But whatever the case is, Ronda paving that way with VIP, what is it? Most Valuable Promotions, MVP. And now Armin Tsarukyan? Bro, how many steps away do you think we are from seeing Armin Tsarukyan in Jake Paul's promotion fighting on Netflix? Armin Tsarukyan is out there right now, just lapping the circuits. Armin Tsarukyan is competing out there in promotions that you have to get onto. Armin Tsarukyan is out there right now competing in promotions that you have to figure out how to get on the dark web to even watch. You don't think he could fight on Netflix with his homie? These dudes are like, who are those? These dudes are like Vince Vaughn and who's that guy that goes, wow. These dudes are like the Wedding Crashers now. These dudes are like, I Love You Man. These dudes are like Paul Rudd. How come I could only remember one name of every duo that I could think of? These dudes are like Seth Rogen and that dude they kept getting accused of touching people. How come I can't remember anything? What the heck is wrong with my brain today?
Are you intoxicated or something?
James Franco. I think we're like a step and a half away from seeing Armin Tsarukyan on Netflix. We got Ronda on Netflix, biggest name ever. You got to remember, and I don't know if anybody's gonna try to pull the Puritan card on me here. I don't know if somebody's just that diehard of because no matter how good Amanda Nunes has done, personally, I still don't feel like she's a bigger name than Ronda Rousey. I feel like if you went out into the open sandbox, if you went out into the open world, and you could feel however you want about accolades and about who's better and this and that, but I feel like if you went out into the world and you polled some people and you asked them who's Amanda Nunes and who's Ronda Rousey, and you could credit it to WWE, whatever you want, to her farm and her meats and stuff like that. I don't care what it is. It's just the name. I think she's more popular. You get a big name like her over there. You get Gina Carano and all that fan base. All those dudes that bleed red coming with Gina Carano over there. You get Armin Tsarukyan over there. I mean, fighters are starting to realize that there's no loyalty in the UFC. It kind of reminds me of like the COVID era and the coronavirus. I better be careful how I talk. Do you guys remember I put up that short yesterday about Michael Jordan? I should have known better, bro. They took it down today. I put up a short and I thought it was funny. And it had 126.8% watch time. That means that people are just watching it over. 126.8% watch time. People would watch it and watch it again. It was doing great and YouTube took it down. And I was stupid. I messed up. And I should have realized that first when... I should have realized that first when YouTube had the comments disabled, and I was like, why'd they do this? I was like, why'd they do this? And then I found a way. I didn't even know that was possible because YouTube has disabled comments before, and I can't do anything about it. But it let me do it this time. I was like, that's weird. But that should have tipped me off. Hey, they don't like this post. And then I was even thinking when I was editing it, should I blur the kid's face? And I was like, I was seeing videos non-stop of this footage with Michael Jordan. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Did you see Michael Jordan with that little kid yesterday? Did you see that footage? I'll repeat the same clip. Like, Michael, we just passed All-Star Weekend. I thought it was over. I thought Michael Jordan was retired, and he's out here working on his ball handling skills at NASCAR. He was out here looking like a Harlem Globetrotter with that little kid. Sketching me out, bro. And I was seeing page after upload after video. Everybody was uploading it. And I'm going to go look later. They better have took those ones down too, or they just came after me. I think somebody reported mine, to be honest. I saw a couple comments show up and they're like, don't say that. You don't know that the kid had ice. He was just trying to take the ice out. Bro. Is that what that's what you're going to say when they catch you pinching on little kids? There was some ice. There was ice. You probably walk around with the ice scooper, huh? Scooping little piece of ice in the people's shirt so you could pinch on them. It was creepy, man. Anyway, they took my video down. Just as I'm trying to gain my momentum back and do better, they took my video down and now I'm on the radar again. I messed up. But so I better be careful about how I'm speaking here. And I forgot why I even said that. Why was I talking about how I need to be careful about how I'm speaking? I don't even remember what the topic was anymore. But I think this is a very interesting precedent with Ronda Rousey going over here because I know what I was talking about. The COVID and the coronavirus. It's kind of like how, and I know there's split people in here. I know that it's a meme, just like it is with Brendan Schaub. I know it's the cool thing and the popular thing to make fun of Joe Rogan. So it's hard to use Joe Rogan's name anecdotally because right away people are like, that's Joe Rogan, he's stupid. I get it, but I'm just using that as an example where he always talks about how the whole era of COVID kind of opened up his eyes to how everything's a sham and how everybody's a liar and everybody just fakes everything for their agenda. And I feel like a very disenfranchised feeling, like what the heck? I was just fed a lie forever. And now that I realize that, I kind of feel like I was being lied to about this and about that and about that thing. And it just makes you start questioning everything. And I feel like that's what's happened to a lot of fighters lately, that disenfranchised feeling. They don't care about us. They don't care about the rankings. They don't care about my contendership. They don't care that I bleed for this. They don't care about cutting weight and putting my health on the line for this. They don't care that I'm spending time away from my family for this. They don't care that I'm having to pay nutritionists and fight camps and traders. They don't care. They're going to hopscotch over me. If somebody has an entertaining podcast, if somebody's funny on social media, if people dye their hair and do stuff to their face and they go dance with dudes in Ecuador, they're going to get some kind of a buzz online and they're going to hop right over me. They're going to take undefeated dudes straight out. They're going to take undefeated dudes straight out the rankings. I mean, we're not talking about 12. We ain't talking about 15. They're going to take them straight out the rankings, but they're going to leave other dudes that are holding straps, holding up divisions. They're going to leave them up at the top. They could be going through a messy divorce that wasn't faked at all. They're going to go through a messy divorce and take their time, or they're going to, stuff with their eyes and they can't even see, and they probably can't fight for a year indefinitely. Just let them keep it. It's fine. Oh, wait, Shavkat? His knees are sore? Nah, take him out. Not even holding up anything, bro. It's just illogical. It doesn't make any sense. You got undefeated dudes getting caught. Undefeated people getting caught. Now, some of these fighters are going to be not only loyal to each other because they're like, hey, wait a minute. I'm a fighter too. They're going to do that to me too. And then they have a decision to make. They either have to say, hey, I got to go full-blown Colby Covington. I got to go full-blown Henry Cejudo, Charles Sonnen. I got to take on one of those personas. Even like Colby Covington is like one of the perfect examples. I got to take on a crazy persona like that and still fight in like a very boring That's kind of like what Sean Strickland does. I think Sean Strickland and Colby Covington are very similar. I got to take on this crazy persona and try to sell everything with my behavior and the things I say and fight very boring still. But I got to do that. Or you got to put it all on the line every time. You got to fight like Tony Ferguson. You can't go in there and fight like Israel Adesanya anymore. And maybe that's why Adesanya has been saying that he's going to fight different now. I don't know. Maybe he knows he's there. His time has come. And the UFC don't care. They will use you. They will use you and your name and your resume and everything you've done and all your legacy. They will use you as the sacrificial lamb. That's all it is. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty in UFC. There's no crying in baseball. There's no loyalty in UFC. That's how it goes. And these dudes are either going to see that and see themselves in those situations and be like, hey, I'm not going to end up like that. Or they're going to be forced there. And once upon a time, the UFC would push these guys out. Like, where are they going to go? They're going to go to Netflix. They're going to go to Netflix. And there's already been a time. We hear it all the time. Whether it's one championship, there was some dude saying it in Bellator. Even like BKFC, you'll hear people say, I'm getting paid more than I did in the UFC. And the reason that people were willing to do that before was because of the prestige and because of what it meant and because you knew that meant you were the best. UFC has lost that now. They've lost it. I can't remember who I saw talking about it the other day. Some of you guys might, let me know if this sounds familiar to you. Somebody was talking about this the other day, a retired fighter, I think. And I wish I knew who it was. He was talking about how now the UFC is going to start getting filled with what they consider exciting fights, entertaining fights, just like they did perfectly with Paddy Pimblett and Dustin Gaethje, where it's no longer the best of the best, whoever's the rightful contender, whoever's the most talented, it's the slobber knockers. That's what they want. Rock 'em, sock 'em. Just bleed, which, bro, I can't be a hypocrite. I can't complain about it because that's the kind of thing that I miss about, the fights from, 1993, from the very beginnings. You just bleed. That's all there is to it. Just some freak shows, right? And when we follow the rankings and when we follow contenders, it could get boring. It could get boring. That's when you end up with Nogano and Derek Lewis. It happens. That's when you end up with Valentina and Yang Yao, or what's her name? Zhang Weili. That's what happens. So, in a sense, what the UFC and Paramount is doing, in a sense, it's better for the viewers. In a sense. Viewers may not like it, and they might, use their voice against it and say, that's not right. However, in a huge sense, that's what we want to see. We have to be honest. But it's not the best for the fighters. It's not fair in any capacity. Because, again, back in the day when they weren't getting paid right, at least they could say, I hold this strap that means something. And I feel fulfilled. I feel like I know I'm the best now. And some dudes, that's all they care about. Some people are motivated by knowing they're the best. And the money is like a bonus. Some people just aren't motivated as much by money. But now it seems like none of those things exist. None of those things exist in the UFC. But what it is doing is now the UFC is creating an environment where, what have we been seeing happening lately? It's creating an environment now where people like the Diaz brothers could come back. People who don't need to evolve their game. People who could stay doing the same thing they've been doing since 2011. Because people love them. They're endearing to them. They're exciting, they're entertaining, and they bleed. You could see people like Tony Ferguson coming back. There's pros and cons. Now, Netflix, it's yet to be determined exactly what their goal is. Do they want to... It may be a little early on to be able to tell. Now, from things that he has said before and different fights that he's put on, I got to be honest, I could see myself believing that maybe, since it's Jake Paul's promotion, maybe, and because he hates Dana White so much. By the way, that was weird. A while back, he was in a video with Dana White, so I don't know what that relationship is. I don't know if it's turning into something else or whatever. That maybe he'd lean toward actually wanting to see the best of the best, because then he'd be able to use that talking point against Dana White. If he's just doing the same thing as the UFC, then it's like, okay, what's the differentiator then? Unless you're paying stupid more money, which they probably are. So I currently am thinking they're probably gonna respect rankings and contendership and actually try to make this a thing that on paper competes with the UFC in every way. Plus, they're paying them more. Let me read some. I'm sorry, I've been ignoring you for so long. ARJR. How could I call you out had you not done it and not... How could I call you out? How could I call you out had you not done it and not give Toy props for a job well done? Great job with the emoji, GM. Oh. I appreciate that. I thank you. I tried my best. I tried my best to make sure it was bright and showed good color and had good saturation and the words were big and bold and obvious. And I did my best. I don't know if you could tell. I even faked some of it to make it the perfect dimension and stamped some stuff. I took a little bit of time with this, so I appreciate that. Where are we at? Hey, Leon Enriquez.
We
Coming
are
through big, bro.
family.
Coming through big.
'Cause I got all my
Enriquez
homies with me.
Thank you, bro.
We
5
are
memberships given to the
family.
community
You
here.
ever seen a grown man
'Cause I
naked?
got all my homies with me.
Thank you for doing it, Leon.
We
All of you
are
in here, all you
family.
new, freshly minted gringos.
'Cause I got all
There's
my
a
homies
what
with
the
me.
community refers to as a buttload of members only content on
We
my membership
are
tab. I hope you dig in
family.
there and make the most of it during the month.
'Cause I got all my homies with
Thank
me.
you for doing it, Leon Enriquez. Thank you for the blessures.
Family. 'Cause I got all my homies with
Unbelievable.
me.
Thank you for your generosity. Go away. I know, bro. I'm cutting it real close here. I literally need to dip in like 5 minutes. I gotta come back. This stream flew by. It felt too short. MMA Jack, what's up, man? Same as Leon being removed for not fighting Hamza. Exactly, bro. Somebody that did something. I mean, look, I'm just a messenger, all right? There's a pocket of people. They exist. I'm just referring to them. I'm not saying I'm in there. There's a pocket of people who say that Usman is the greatest welterweight of all time. Leon beat him twice. And they just disrespect him like that. It's crazy. Come on, what's up, man? Greetings, family. Hope y'all are having a great day. Love you all, man. The feeling is reciprocated, bro. I don't know if you're going to be able to make it. If not, no sweat, bro. But we're going to be doing a movie night tonight. I'm going to post on the members tab before we go live just so you guys are all ready. Carlos Martinez, what's up, man? You want entertainment and blood? Bring back Nate. He's coming back, man. He's coming back. Yeah, I'm going to have to bounce right now. Let me confirm real quick because I'm going to stay every second I possibly can. But I'm like positive. Let me confirm real quick. You just ate seafood again today. ... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in like 2 minutes. Like 2 minutes. Listen, I'm like positive. I'm kind of hungry though. I'll probably eat something real quick, but I'm like positive I want to stream again before before the movie. And the movie's going to start at 6 o'clock PST on the Patreon. So if everything goes correctly, I'll probably stream from like 4:30 to 6 or something like that. Maybe somewhere between 4:30 and 5, because I feel good today, man. I'm telling you, when I start off the day with the workout, I feel good and I feel like talkative and amped up, and it's the funnest time to do that. When I just drag out of bed and come straight to here, I'm not in the right beanie space, you know. Giancarlo, what's up, man? Oh, look at Jessica flexing. Heck yeah, come on. Heck yeah, bro. All right, listen, I should go. I don't want to milk it and then I'd rather, I don't want to have any regrets. I'm going to be back streaming maybe sometime between 4:30 and 5. I hope to see you guys here. And then right after that, we're going to do the movie night. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a little bit. And just remember always,
Não forget Jesus.